තියෙන්නේ තාම බෙහෙත් කරන ගමන් ඉන්නේ අපි. ගොඩක් මෙයා ICU දැම්මා. ඉතින් ගොඩක් බය වෙලා ගොඩක් මේවා වෙලා දැන් ටිකක් හිත හදාගෙන බෙහෙත් කරගෙන තාම යනවා.
අපි දුර පළාත් වලින් එන්නේ. අපෝ නවතින්න තරක් නැහැ. මම වුණත් අර බස් ස්ටෑන්ඩ් එක ගාව ඉඳලා තමයි ගියේ.
Cancer, if detected early, can be cured. But in Sri Lanka, are we doing enough to raise awareness about cancer, about early detection and the steps that we need to take? One organization that is doing that is, of course, the Indira Trust. And with me on the program today is the chairperson of the Indira Trust, Dr. Lanka Jayasuriya Dissanayaka. So let's talk with Dr. Lanka. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
So let's maybe, this is probably a story that you've been saying over and over again, but where did Indira Trust start?
Yes, I think Indira Cancer Trust has a story behind setting it up. Indira is my younger sister. She had breast cancer and she passed away in 2016 at the age of 40 years. She passed away in UK and our whole family, my father, our whole family was there with her. Her death was very peaceful. She didn't have any pain. She was comfortable. There were not many unnecessary interventions done, so she was left to pass away in a very peaceful manner. Seeing that, actually it was my father who started this initiative. He was the speaker at that time. And he was in between parliamentary sessions. He was actually, when she passed away, he was in Brussels. He was attending a meeting and he rushed down to UK when my sister was, she was turning bad. And we were all there by her bedside for nearly a week. And he was there holding her hand every single day. The care and comfort that we got as a family and seeing my sister also pass away in a very comfortable manner led him to start the Indira Cancer Trust. So we are so many years, we are one of the youngest organizations in Sri Lanka, and we have several programs to support because patients are the center of everything we do at the Indira Cancer Trust.
So what exactly, what sort of care and support do you give patients?
Yes, we have over 23 different programs that we run at the Indira Cancer Trust. And it ranges. You talked about early detection. Yes, we do a lot of early detection programs, especially for breast cancer, which is the highest cancer. Then we look at the patients themselves. They require so many services. We are just a few doors next to the Apeksha Hospital in Maragam. So a lot of patients come to us. And what we do is we help them with medicines, transport. We help them with scholarships, like for example, to help with their education. We also believe that cancer should not be a disease that affects their economy. We empower them. We try and empower them with livelihood support. We help them with financial aid. We also, I'm sure a lot of your viewers would have heard about the hair and wig donation program, very popular program in Sri Lanka. So we do that together with several stakeholders. And we provide a wig for patients. So like that, there are so many. And I must mention the biggest project for us to date. We have set up Sri Lanka's first pediatric palliative care center for children with cancer. So childhood cancer is treated only at Apeksha Hospital, Maharagama. So from all over Sri Lanka, you get children coming in. And this center will be Sri Lanka's first pediatric palliative care center. And we've had several partners supporting this effort, including the Sri Lanka Medical Association North America branch. We have the Roshan Mahanama Trust and several, and the Lions Club, actually the District 306B2. Several organizations have come together to help that. And this will house 32 children with their families. It will be a unique setting where children with cancer towards the end of their life are able to stay with their families. In Sri Lanka, we have about 750 to 800 children diagnosed with cancer every year, and out of that about 250 pass away. So this place is basically for children who pass away to be with their family. Everything is given free of charge, and also additionally we also have the place where children from far away can come and stay with their families in between treatments as well. So that's a milestone project for us, and we are a big team is working on it.
I need to ask you this. I mean, when we talk about cancer and care, you know, a lot of people tend to say that the authorities don't give the sort of care that is required for cancer patients in Sri Lanka. Yeah. Do you see that happening as well?
We work with the Ministry of Health very closely, and we understand the situation that is. I mean, the country is going through a difficult economic period. There are issues that the doctors, the medical fraternity also have in terms of, you know, having the medicines and other services in place. But with that, there are a lot of committed doctors and other team members who are there who try and do their best with the resources that they have. So our role as a civil society organization or NGO is to look at the services that the government or the authorities give and see if there are any gaps, and we try and build and help with the gaps that are available. I mean, that's why patients walk into us when the medicine is not available at the hospital. They come to us with a prescription, and we assess the situation. We look at, we get a formal application, as in a verification from the treating consultant, and then we buy the medicine for them then and there, and then we give it to the patient or the family member immediately. So it is difficult for we have to, I mean, services are available, there are gaps, and we must ensure that the gaps are reduced and the necessary services are all available.
So you all are trying to fill those gaps somehow?
Somehow, but not all, because the gaps are, I mean, we are a small organization. Okay. And also I know that the professional colleges in Sri Lanka, the Sri Lanka College of Oncologists, these are groups of professionals, doctors who are working in the fields. So they are technical, they are very technically sound, they know exactly what is needed. So those colleges, the ministry, I think all stakeholders try, and actually a lot of donations come into the Apeksha Hospital Maharagama, and that helps to sustain it. Whilst we do that, we must also look at the system within the hospital, the ministry, which the director and the deputy director, the team are doing, and try and reduce the gaps. But no place is 100% complete. There's always room for improvement. And those are things in terms of goods and services also that we must look at and we must try and help.
How do you see the mindset of society towards cancer patients? You know, they tend to look at them differently sometimes.
Correct, yes. I mean, this is a major issue that we are facing. Say you look at social media or you look at any post, when you talk of cancer, you get someone with a sad face and with no hair. So a very negative image is used with the word cancer. The cancer word in itself has a huge stigma attached to it. And so what happens is cancer is equal to death. That is the normal kind of feelings a lot of people have with that diagnosis. But you know, what we try and say is it is not the end of the world, right? There are treatment. I mean, if we have diabetes, do we get upset the way we do? We don't, but there's a reason for that. But also for cancer, the early detection part is extremely important. The earlier you detect it, the better cure you get. I mean, we never did early detection programs. We started in 2016, we started in a very small office just next to the Apeksha Hospital Maharagama. And we used to get patients walking in. Majority of the patients who come in, including to date, we seem to get more females coming into our office, and about 80 to 90% are breast cancer patients detected at the late stages. So then we thought it's like a leaking tap. We try and help them, but also we should try and reduce the number. So I mean, the health ministry has the National Cancer Control Program. They do a lot of work on early detection. The best thing to do is educate, raise the awareness of the general public so that they identify the signs early. And also we have to do that for the common cancers that are available in Sri Lanka. I mean, if you look at the profile of cancers in males and females, the highest cancer in females is breast cancer. So we seem to be kind of following the West, because if you look at our neighbor India, their highest cancer is cervical cancer. For us, cervical cancer is second. So breast cancer is a cancer, if you detect early, you get 100% cure. So it's something we can do. WHO is also committed for cervical cancer, because female cancers are very important, and globally also when you look at the picture, the Asian population seem to have the higher proportion of cervical cancers. So it's important to detect early and treat effectively. So in a kind of in a flow chart, what we would need in a country is very effective early detection program. We start with prevention. So even if we think, from a young age onwards, we have to promote a healthy lifestyle. So good diet, the exercises, then no smoking and no alcohol. Those are the 4 risk factors which contribute to 80% of the cancers. Prevention is first, then you look at early detection, then third is you have to have the treatment in place. For that we need guidelines for management, we need the necessary medications available. So on a policy level also these should be in place in a country. And then also palliative care. Palliative care is end of life. It doesn't mean that you're going to die, but giving them a comfortable support service after diagnosis. And through all this, I mean, what we do at Indira Cancer Trust is basically we kind of help promote counseling is also essential, so that they don't feel that they are ill. You can always try and lead a normal life. And why do we give wigs to patients? I mean, ideally society should not be looking at someone with no hair in a different way to someone. Now, when patients walk in, now just a classic example, I was in Maharagami yesterday and a lady of about 45 years, she came in. She wanted to go to the temple, but she had not gone. Now people know that she had a cancer because she has no hair. She says she doesn't want to go to the temple because of the questions she get asked of, and then the whole disease aspect is seen in a very negative manner. So we try and normalize their living. So giving a wig, which is, we have enough hair at the moment. We also have set up Sri Lanka's first wig center, and we give out wigs free of charge to all patients, and we also give it out to hospitals as well. We give out to 10 hospitals throughout Sri Lanka. So why do we give a wig? So that even when a patient goes through treatment, they wear that and then they go out and it's normal. We see it's very sad that a disease like cancer has affected families in so many different ways. Like marriages have broken up, children find it difficult. They ask their mother not to come near the school because other children are laughing. Sometimes they even go to the extent of saying they have pets in the house and the pets also don't recognize them. So that's the kind of, and can you imagine the mental trauma that a patient who's undergoing treatment faces from society? So whilst changing the societal view, we must also empower the person to face all that. And also one of the other things is it seems to create a lot of sympathy, the word cancer. It's not sympathy that we need, it's empathy. You must empower the patients with cancer so that they are able to lead a normal life, and that is possible. And you have to view things in a very positive light. One of the greatest lessons that we learned from my sister's illness was when you look at her life, she was diagnosed in 2011 with the breast cancer. Throughout, until her last days, she was always with a smile. She never gave up. So that smile, that courageous thing to face an illness is something we always tell patients to do. So whatever support we as an organization need, we would give them. That's very important.
How does this wig system work? How do you all get people to donate hair?
Yeah, actually donating hair is not an issue at all. Actually, we started this program in 2017, and we started with Ramani Fernando salons. We had a detailed discussion with Mrs. Ramani Fernando. She has been extremely supportive, and she's very. We have to have a very transparent system. everything that is cut, every hair that is cut in her salon comes to Indira Cancer Trust. So we have a MOU with them. When the hair comes to us, we measure it, we weigh it, we record it, and we keep it to use when we make wigs. What we found was then we stopped the program, then after that we restarted again, but we also restarted it because the Ramani Fernando salons are all centered around the Western Province or Colombo. There were a lot of requests from outside Colombo, so we asked people to send us cut hair. So we had 15 inches, and we had enough. We now have enough hair for the moment, and we have stopped taking hair. Okay. But the process of making wigs, a lot of people think that once you give the hair, it's easy to do. No, it's not. It has a cost. Initially, a normal hair, natural hair wig, if you are to buy in the commercial market, is about 150,000 rupees, natural hair. So we started this process by doing hand sewing, and that cost about 25,000 rupees for each wig. And now we have gone into, we imported a machine from actually China, and I must acknowledge the support given by the Lions Club, actually the District A, Lions Club of Bentota, and also the Sondurudiriyavanti program was born out of the Kumarika brand also helped us in that. So we have set up Sri Lanka's first wig production facility at the Indira Cancer Trust office, and we invite, because also when it comes to hair, there are a lot of accusations flying around about sale of hair. So we always invite people. We say our office is open every day from 9 to 4. If you want to see the process, please come, because you must meet the staff. They are all patients they are actually relatives of patients who've had cancer. So there are workers there who lost their husband with cancer, and you should see the commitment. So turning the donated hair into a wig is a process. At the moment, we are producing 15 wigs a day. It's a hybrid model of hand sewing and machine sewing, and this goes to, every month we produce about 150 wigs, and which goes to patients throughout the country. And at Indira Cancer Trust, we get about 5 to 6 patients walking in every single day asking for a wig. So when they come in, we kind of immediately, we take them up, we kind of show them how to use it, how to look after it, and they get a pack. And the Kumarika brand has given the shampoos, all that. So it comes in a pack with a detailed leaflet as well. And it's nice to hear that, and we give a call to them after 1 week to 4 weeks after they had the wig, just to see whether the wig was okay for follow-up. So 90% was actually, 90% of the wigs, they're all satisfied. Actually 95%. Okay. And remaining things we kind of correct.
Is there a lifetime for the wigs, or how does it work?
No, it normally a patient loses hair and they would need it for about a year, and their own hairs comes. Okay. And then you kind of discard it. So it's but that 1 year, so people ask, one of the other questions is, why are you spending money on wigs? Why don't you spend money on medicines? Yes, we do that also. We do medicines, we do everything that is needed, but we must understand the mentality that a patient with cancer who has no hair goes through in terms of facing life. So that is aspect we probably are not emphasizing enough. And it is because it should normalize cancer. It is not a disease where you kind of proclaim death. So it should be a positive journey, and with that mindset, I think you can overcome anything. So the mindset is very important, and for us at Indira Cancer Trust, we believe in that firmly. So, and I think our organization also is a volunteer-based organization. I must mention that because it's run by volunteers, and we have volunteer coordinators, over 12 coordinators, a very small staff team of about 3. And they are the ones who run this organization. So volunteering and changing societal attitude is an integral part of the work we do at Indira Cancer Trust as well.
And what is your future plans?
Future plans, I think we are supposed to. Actually, when my father set this organization up, he had a vision of having a one-stop shop for a person or a family member with cancer to receive any service they require. We are nearly there. There's actually one more project which we haven't which we started and we haven't completed. Now the Pediatric Palliative Care Center will open on the 29th of June. The next project which we are trying to do is also to get a mammography machine to Sri Lanka for breast cancer, for early detection of breast cancer machine. So that would probably be then that would complete the profile of the Indira Cancer Trust in terms of serving patients with cancer.
Right, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you so much for taking time and joining us on the program today.
Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for you for Let's Talk for this week. Till next time, stay safe.